good morning. I just figured I'd show my shirt before I sat down. Okay, so, and I have to readjust this for my head, because some people complain about how they can't see the top of my head. I promise, it's there. And it looks just like that. And I usually have it in a bun because my hair is so thin these days. And I just put it in a little bun. I don't even use a hair tie. I just gather up all my hair, and then I twist it and then pull the knot through itself, and that's how I do my hair anyway. And it's a pretty good knot too, it doesn't come out. So anyway, as I was showing, this is my concert shirt. It actually has the concert places on the back. It says it's his 40th anniversary tour, whatever. That's the one I got. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about my concert. Okay, so the concert was going great, all this stuff, and there's a kind of an obnoxious guy in front of me, and I didn't like him to begin with. Why? Because he's freaking tall. And I did do like 5 videos, but I was gonna post them on my page, but I was like, shoot, I'm gonna get they would get dinged for copyright infringement or whatever, because they're his work, and even though I don't get money for any of my videos, but they're his work, not mine. So, you know, I guess that's the thinking of it. And I'm just gonna roll beads while I'm doing this. And anyway, so he's really tall. I mean, he's probably 6'2", something like that. He's not terribly tall, but I'm 5'6", so 6'2" is really tall compared to me. I mean, I couldn't see over his shoulder. That's how tall he was. So he was well over a head taller than me. So anyway, I guess at some point during the night, he misplaced his wallet somehow, but he kept accusing the person behind him for stealing his wallet, which was me. He kept saying that I was sitting down and I felt somebody touch or grab my wallet from behind me. And I'm sitting here going, I don't want your fucking wallet. You ain't getting nothing in your fucking wallet I need. And oh, that just, okay. And then the wife is sitting here saying, oh, my husband, there was 2 really stoned kids next to me. They were kids. They weren't kids. They were like probably 21, 22, but they maybe 18. They were in that late teenage, early adult life, but I call them kids anyway because I don't know, but they didn't do it because, you know, they were both just they were mostly on their phones. It was weird. It's like, why do you come to a concert and just sit down and look at your phones the whole time? I don't know if that's just this generation being really fucking retarded. I mean, I guess since I had floor seats, I mean, my husband took whatever seats or whatever, you know, seats we could get when tickets went on sale way back months ago. I want to say over 6 months ago, maybe even longer than that. Whenever her tickets went on sale for this tour, for the St. Paul, you know, stop, because I live in Minnesota. So, and I was a little bit bummed I didn't get to go see him. Didn't get to see Hypnotic Eye because he didn't come to Minnesota for that tour, which kind of bummed me out a bit. But anyway, that's the only concert recently. That's the only concert since 2000 or 99 that I had not actually seen him live with one of his CDs or his album, one of his albums. So I don't know. Oh, here, I guess I can show what they're looking like. These are just the purple beads that I'm working on. I had ran out of my painted papers. I had ended up rolling all of those. Anyway, at this concert, so this wife is just laying into these kids. The husband, I don't know if I just exude that dare, you know, confront me. I don't know if I just was maybe I was vocal enough saying that I wouldn't steal your shit, because, you know, he didn't actually say anything directly to me. He was accusing those boys next to me, because my husband was on this side and those two kids were in the seats next to me. And yeah, it just took a lot of the, and that happened about halfway through the concert, through Tom Petty's part of the concert. Joe Walsh was opening act. He performed well. I couldn't understand him when he spoke in the microphone, like when he was speaking, but that could be because all through my 20s and early 30s, I used to go down to a biker bar here in town and listen to live music, and they would have it really loud, and I think somewhere along the line I've started to lose a little bit of hearing in my ears. So like I can't hear certain things at times. I don't know how to describe it. Like if I'm in a room, it's harder for me to hear someone if there's lots of other noise around. I've lost some hearing because of going to bars with loud music. I guess I didn't realize you can go to any of the counters, or you can go to some counter and you can ask for earbuds, and they'll give you a little pack of those, those two little squish earbuds you can stick in your ear, like the kind you would wear and then wear your earmuffs for when you're shooting a gun. The little squish foam things you stick in. Yeah, I could have done those, and I should have, because I'm trying to preserve the hearing I have. I don't want to be hearing impaired when I'm 90 because of music I listened to when I was, in my 20s. And, I was in my early 20s. I was also in people's cars who would listen to loud bass music. And I remember not being very comfortable when they would just blast that shit, and it's like, how do you listen to this shit? I would get a headache after a while, being in a car with somebody who had bass going that loud, and for, a prolonged time. I don't know. Anyway, so, that just kind of really, this lady, she just was like, how dare you do such a thing to my husband? He's such a nice man. I'm sorry, nice men do not go and accuse people automatically for something that got either misplaced or stolen from their person. A nice person would ask the people around if they have seen a wallet, not, did you steal my wallet? I was sitting down and I could, I know somebody did it. It was stolen right from my pants pocket. And, okay, this guy was hugging everyone. He was in everybody's personal space. He was getting up a lot and going and standing in the part where you can stand if you, for like people like me who can't see. He was over there. I don't know what he was doing. I think it was probably because it was easier to stand out there and then go and walk and get a beer, and then go back to standing in the middle, because I had floor seats, and with a Tom Petty concert you can actually have rows of seats because it's not mosh. We're old people. What the fuck are we gonna do? Break each other's hips going, yes, Tom Petty? No. So yeah, that is the first time that I've ever had a bad experience at one of his concerts. It just took the whole night and kind of soured it. I'm going to remember that part of the concert more than the music being played. Now, see, I wish I could put the live music up on my channel, because I did about 5 songs. I can't remember which ones. I was hoping he would play Flirtin' with Time, because that's my favorite song. And if you're wondering, that's off Highway Companion. But anyway, I know. I like songs like like in my Tom Petty playlists, I play songs that aren't a part of his songs that you would hear on the radio. I hardly ever listen to Last Dance or Free Fallin' or, you know, stuff like that. I think I have Wreck Me. I have, what's another popular one I have in my list? Well, you know, okay, but I don't have very many songs in my playlist that, you know, a person who does not like Tom Petty wouldn't know. I mean, like, some of the songs in my playlist, my husband doesn't even know because, well, he's not as big into Tom Petty as I am. He goes because I like going. But anyway, like, the next concert he's going to is, I guess, something Waters. Roger Waters? Joe Waters? Something Waters. That's Pink Floyd? I can't remember. I didn't want to go, so he is taking my daughter to go see them. Him, I guess. And my husband likes to go see, I can't remember his name, Mike McNuff, or I can't remember how to pronounce it. Dire Straits guy. I might not even be pronouncing the name right. I mean, I might even have the first name wrong. Anyway, that's who my husband has gone to see a couple times in concert by himself. I'm just not a big Dire Straits fan. The only Dire Straits song I like is that one that I remember from when I was a kid, the computer-generated, you know, music video for the Money for Nothing, I think. You know, when I was a kid, I thought that video was the coolest, and I'm still having allergy issues, which is kind of annoying because my front yard tree is pretty much done pollinating, so it's like, where's this, you know, allergy stuff coming from? So, anyway, so yeah, I wish that person hadn't been accusing everyone of stealing from him, and I don't care what his wife says. Nice, you know, a nice guy wouldn't ask, you know, go around accusing. He would just say, have you seen my my wallet? And instead of immediately accusing the person behind him, he was saying it loud enough. He was accusing me of stealing his wallet, and I looked at him and I said, I don't need your fucking wallet. And I said, first of all, tickets for this fucking show were almost $200 for 2 tickets. Plus, I spent I had to pay $5 extra for this t-shirt because it's a 2X. Because I didn't want to have a tight in the chest area with 1X. And so I had to pay $5 extra. So $40 plus my husband's $35, maybe his was I can't remember. I like his top. He got the one that has the words Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, but it has a picture in like a picture, and then you cut out all the letters and, you know, put it on. I don't know how to describe it, but anyway, he's in that one is cool. I like that one, but I got the 40th anniversary one, whatever. So the other one I really liked, I already have a style of it. So it's got Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers in a band around, you know, in a music band note thing with the heart with the guitar here. And then it's got the ribbon on it. I have like 2 shirts with that their logo already. So he's like, no, just get the 41. But anyway, just was such a ruin for the whole night. I'm not really rolling very fast. I'm just not into it. But it was a good concert though. I mean, it was a good concert aside from that guy. And I'm going to probably just go ahead and end here because I've already lost my train of thought and I don't feel like rolling any more of these for right now. Probably going to go do something else for a little while. And actually, I got to go over there and dip my beads, so that next batch, because I have only done 2 dippings, so I got 1 more to go, and then I got polyacrylic for the 4th coat. Okay, all right, bye.